That picture at the end is a picture of one of the circuit boards inside the roaster, right?
We try to confuse the aliens as much as possible.
Let me just tell the story that you can correct it. Because the story is great, and I know it's
yeah,
true.
let's see if the story that you tell is actually how that compares to the reality, because the reality is pretty messed up.
So, hopefully the reality's better. So you wreck the car, you get out of the car, you're doubling over with laughter. And the person with you said, "Why are you laughing that you just wrecked this car?" And you said, "No, you don't know the funny part. It wasn't insured."
Well, the punchline's correct. Actually met a woman I dated briefly in college, who now works at Scientific American as a writer, and she related the anecdote that we went on a date. All I was talking about was electric cars. That was not a winning conversation.
So it was a bit of a monologue, was it?
Yeah, she said she said the first question I asked her was, "Do you ever think about electric cars?" She said, "No." She never does.
So you learn from that. That wasn't the best shout-out line.
Wasn't great. But it has recently it's been more effective.
There you go. I know this man.
But how? I mean, on a regular day for you, are you sleeping? You're not sleeping a lot, right?
Oh, geez, do I look that bad?
No.
This is absurd to ask you because Tony Stark is partially modeled after you.
Right.
So you actually are sort of have real. So we haven't asked you to
But he doesn't
downgrade.
technically have a superpower. I guess it's a condensing technology or something.
Right. So we're sort of asking you to downgrade from that a bit. So an example of a mediocre superpower would be one of the best ones we've ever gotten is this guy who wished to temporarily detach his arm while spooning with a girl. Sometimes it's staying.
That's what he wants to do with a girl?
That's awesome.
Do you think there is other intelligent life outside the Earth?
It seems probable, but I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us, I don't know. Some people think I'm an alien. Not true. Not true.
We were first talking about the concept. Tunnels feel like a resolutely old school solution to a problem.
That I invented tunnels.
Are you now like, fuck no, I am not starting another company? Or are you still thinking that?
Yes, that's how I feel. That is.
How do you plan a business where you know the rocket business? You know some of these things are going to blow up in the launch pad. How does the business plan work?
I don't really have a business plan.
Is there a parallel with how you build companies in that story?
I hope not.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Yeah, watch this. That could be awkward with a rocket launch.
And we're funding the company for merchandise sales. So thank you for anyone who's bought our flamethrower. You will not be sorry, or maybe you will. It won't be boring.
But when we talk, I remember when you first told me that you were thinking about tunnels.
When did I first tell you about that?
Years ago.
Okay, it's like a long time ago.
Yeah,
Like
I thought you were joking.
Yeah, it was. I was joking, but
Silicon Valley, accurate or not accurate?
the show.
Yeah.
It starts to get very accurate around episode 4. So it took a few episodes to kind of get grounded. The first few episodes struck me as Hollywood making fun of Hollywood's idea of Silicon Valley, which is like not on point. But then by about the 4th or 5th episode, season 1, it really starts to get good, and then by season 2, it's amazing. In fact, reality, the truth is stranger than fiction. All the crazy stuff you see in that show, Silicon Valley, the reality is way crazier than that.
And he's a designer, so he's good at some of the styling of the cars, but he thinks it's all about styling, and it's not. you know, it's really, this is, you know, the reason we don't have electric cars is not for lack of styling.
Right.